Hello everyone and welcome to Simple Planes, a sandbox builder game where you get to build, fly, and even fight planes. Currently available on Steam, it may even be on the sale. It came out a few days ago and is pretty interesting to say the least. So this game actually has a lot to it, whether you want to learn how to build. You actually don't have to build planes, you could build cars and other things as well. So there's a school aspect of it where it tells you how to play the game. We have the races you can actually do. We have combat missions you can run. There's also challenges. And of course your simple sandbox mode where we'll build and fly different planes. Even do dogfights as well. Okay, here's our main hangar view pretty much. This is where we can go ahead and edit, change, and do whatever we need to these aircrafts. And this is actually really cool to say the least. I like this. But now we need to go ahead and switch it up. New aircraft. This is our main cockpit. We can add more cockpits if you so choose, but quite frankly, you only really need one. Of course, they give you so many customizing options in this game, it's not even funny. I love how you have various different blocks and such. So I'm just going to go ahead and start with something simple. We'll see where this goes. Actually, you have to keep an eye on some of these blocks as well because the regular block has rounded edges, whereas the straight blocks are pretty much that. They're pretty much straight edge. There we go. I'm not going to build anything too complicated because, again, I keep it pretty simple here. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and remove these here. And then we'll throw some wings on this plane. This is going to be a very modular plane for the most part. Very blocky, but you know, if we can get to take off, that's an accomplishment in itself. So let's first grab some wings. The wings are very cool because they can become very customizable. The only thing is trying to find a way to get them on here. There we go. And we should be good to go kind of like that. Now if you double click them, you can go ahead and it makes adjustments like so. You can make them bigger, you can make them shorter. You do all kind of cool things, but I want to go ahead and make mine a little bit bigger. There we go. I think this will do nicely. And eventually, there's an option where you can go and actually make symmetrical adjustments like that. So we actually put two wings. Or if you just want to work on one side and then do it to the other side later, you can go to the menu and go right to mirror aircraft. And whichever side you select, it'll actually do the opposite side as well, which is very nice. I like that option. This little area right here is going to give you the idea of where your plane has all of its dynamics. So we want this a little bit spread out, probably. Let's just go ahead and move these wings back a little bit. There we go. Maybe not the best. Oh, God. There we go. And of course, we should probably put some propulsion on these wings as well. So let's get out of here. If you want, you can go ahead and put either jet wings or we can have little propellers on here. Either or. For us, we're going to have some jets, but in order to do so, we have to go ahead and put, I don't see them on here. There's a little tiny piece we can hang off that will actually have jets hang from it. Here we go, the pylons are what we're looking for. I think this looks decent right here, so let's go ahead and mirror that really quick. Then I'm going to throw another jet on here, and I'll probably pick a side to work with, and just mirror it from there. We don't need anything too major, like this little guy right here looks like it'll be pretty good. Okay, there we go. Again, maybe we should slide this wing back just a little bit. There we go. I don't want to actually... Yeah, that maybe will be good. Of course, you got little inlets on for the jets if you so choose. You can put them on the... There we go, like though. I think that looks kind of good. We could always mirror that on the other side. We can have fuel in the wings, which is what, 74 gallons max. Or if you'd like, we can go back and add extra fuel blocks for this. I don't know if that'll be necessary, but... Again, if you want to have longer flight times, that may not be a bad idea. And I think we're just going to go ahead and throw two fuel blocks in here. They're 20 gallons apiece. Keep an eye out for your weight, because again, this is going to determine all of your aerodynamics of this plane. So if you make one end too heavier, if you throw everything out of balance, it could cause a problem. There we go. I'm not going to make this too much further. Just a couple more blocks down here. We'll finish up the tail part where we'll put our stabilizer and such, and then we'll just kind of go from there. Now, I didn't say this thing would actually fly. It would actually do something, but I can't guarantee it'll fly. I'm not a very aerodynamic kind of guy. Now that we got these, we can actually adjust these guys a little bit too by double-clicking. I don't know if I need to go too much. Yeah, see, it's making the adjustments right there. Actually, you know what? We're done. I'm going to go ahead and take that off. And then just going to duplicate that. There we go. As we can see our center adjusting right here. All right, so let me just go ahead and duplicate this side real quick. We'll go ahead and mirror aircraft and do that. Mirror it. There we go. Looking okay so far, I guess, if you want to call it that. Let's go ahead and add some wheels because you need to land, right? You need wheels. And then you've got a couple options here for landing gear. I think for one, yeah, that's not going to cut it. Long angled block. This is when you get really creative. Now, I'm not the most creative, so there we go. And that's what you can kind of do. Look at that. There we go. Getting all kind of fancy like up in here. This may not be optimal, but let's just go ahead and throw these out here, right? Wing landing gear. We actually make these a little bit bigger, smaller. Actually, oh, there we go. Okay. And of course, again, our little adjustments are made. And again, once that's done, we can go ahead and move on. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, well, I must have left the extra wheel in this field. Whoops! Well, actually, it kind of looks up okay so far. Let's see how the sucker runs. Yes, that's it. Fly, my pretty. Fly, fly! Oh, here we go. Well, it's not the most easiest to control, but look at that. We have flight. Look at that. Oh, Graz did it. We've got flight. Hooray! Uh-oh, well, I made an error in my building. I didn't put proper steering mechanism in here. So that's going to be a problem. But hey, at least we got flight. Yeah, we got to add a control surface to that. Okay, add control surface. No, I don't want to add 2 control surfaces. Well, actually, you know what? That may not be a bad idea. I kind of like that. Then we go ahead and do the same. All right, let's see how this works now. I got a good feeling this will do pretty good. Not too bad on my first attempt, really, to build something. Doesn't exactly inspire a lot, but hey, you know, it gets us some flight. We can see our tail end doing the controlling. Oh, look at that. That is very tight. The more controllers you put on the wings, the more tighter the turning will be. This is amazing. Let's go ahead and fly this around the map and see what we get, because you never know. I love the response to this. And again, I've had a much better time adapting to this than I did Kerbal Space Program, so it's not that difficult. If you use the proper measurements and everything that the game gives you, you will get the hang of it in due time. Our G key will raise the gear, look at that. Or lower the gear, whichever. Awesome. Awesome. We are going to fly around and enjoy the atmosphere. Oh, there we go. We have a little landing strip over there. 93% fuel. Because we added the fuel tanks, we have a little bit more. If you only went by the wings, your fuel would probably get guzzled up a little bit faster. So at least we got a little extra. We could probably fly this to, who knows? We could fly it across all the world. Well, maybe not that far, but you get the idea. The bigger the plane, the more fuel you can add, and the more stuff you could do. So, again, this was a little rinky-dink little special, and it kind of worked out really good. I'm surprised. Now, can I land this thing over here? That's the other thing. So, landing gear's gonna go back out again. Hooray. And we will start to slowly bring the speed down. You also have to keep in mind, when you start putting bigger jets and things in here, you're gonna have to make adjustments to your plane to be able to accommodate them. Oh, wow. You know, when you add more control arms to this, it definitely makes a difference. It gets very responsive. I like that. Alright, incoming landing, incoming landing. Everyone, out of the landing strip. It's going to be an emergency landing. Oh god, this is going to go well. Landing is one thing I am not used to. Yeah, this is very tight. The plane's landing mechanism is very tight. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Hold on, we're going down. Well, Reddit. The cockpit made it, that's all that matters. Any landing you can walk away from is a landing that, well, I guess works. I want to try to land this thing one more time. I will say though, depending upon how you build the plane, you'll notice different things. The way this is handled, the center is a little bit more up front. I can see, if you can see it, the nose is pinching down just a little bit, but it's nothing overbearing. Again, that's something you have to learn and make adjustments with each different plane on how you build it. It's very neat, but yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised how tight this is. Again, because how I have my plane centered, it's actually very tight. Plus, the having the big wings helps as well. How well does this plane respond? Well, you take a look. Do a barrel roll. We can do all the barrel rolls. And look at it, it's not even going down. It's slowly going down. Probably do about a dozen barrel rolls there, and had no issues. The camera views are absolutely amazing. I love how you can get different views and how awesome they look. And by the way, there is nighttime flying in here if that would be something you may be interested in. Of course, again, my flying skills, not as good as my building skills, unfortunately. Alright. Come on, we can line her up and get her down. Heck, you know what? Even if we don't get it in there... Okay, yeah, this ain't gonna happen. We'll get her on the return run. I will say that as you get better at building, you'll learn there's things like air brakes and such. So this plane does not have air brakes. That's a bit of a problem. But again, you can actually put them on your plane, get better control, and make it work. As for me, we're winging it. That's the best way to put it. All right, pinch the nose up. As any pilot would know, pinch the nose. Yeah, we have no air brakes, so this is going to be rough. This is going to be rough. Oh, come on, Reddit. We can do it, Reddit. Nailed it. Perfect. 10 out of 10. Oh my god. This has been Simple Planes. If you want to see more videos on this, more content, let me know in the comment section below, and I will gladly go ahead and look through some of the various different options. The school part, which you help learn to build and do things like flying and use weapons. The races look kind of cool, as do the combat missions. You do a World War II dogfight, really neat. And who knows? Anyway, thank you for watching. I've been Graz, as always. Have yourself a wonderful day, and if not, then just simply fake it. I'll see you again next time.